Hi everyone! So I just got home maybe half an hour ago from a really amazing weekend, and I'm losing my voice because that's how amazing it was. I left on Friday after school and I went to Seoul and I had dinner with one of my friends and it was really nice. And I got home like at 3 in the morning, or I got to my hostel where I stayed with my sorority sisters, and I got home at 3 in the morning, and then I had to get up. I thought at 6. I actually had to get up like at 5:45, and I should have gotten up earlier than that, but I got ready super quick and we got on a bus and we went to the DMZ. But before we went to the DMZ, and the DMZ is the demilitarized zone, which is like the little border between North and South Korea. It's like a area where no one's allowed to go in. We didn't get super close to it. We went to the second tunnel. But before we went there, we went bungee jumping. And oh my gosh, I was so freaking scared. It was a 54-meter drop, and it was off of a bridge, and there was like water on the bottom. And so I was gonna be the only one that did it, but all of my friends except for one decided that they were gonna do it too. And they say like the ankle one is like a little more scary than the harness. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go all out, and I did the ankle one. And I was really nervous. I was walking to the ledge and I was holding onto the pole, and I'll probably make a video on it. It's like not that great of quality, but anyways, I was walking and I was holding onto like the ledge, and I didn't want to like look, and then I looked down and I was like, oh my god, and I was shaking and I was so nervous and it was really scary. And the guy, who obviously is Korean, he was only talking to me in Korean, and he was like telling me, okay, don't touch the little weight thing. And I was like, okay. He's like, toe on ledge, toe on ledge. And I couldn't do it. I was so scared. So I finally do it, and like I kind of like touched him, and he was like, don't touch me. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So he started counting down in Korean. He's like, 1, 2, 3, and then I just jumped. And like I didn't do like a cool dive or anything. I just kind of like jumped. And then I don't know, my thought process when I was falling was, oh my god, I'm falling. And I started to like run in the air. I don't really know why. I like my feet just started like as if I was running. And then I thought about it and I was like, why am I running? I can't do anything. What am I going to run from? And then I hit the bottom, and then I bounced back up, and then I just felt myself flying up. And then I was like, oh crap, I'm going down again. And I was just like yelling, this is so much fun. Because you know what? I would totally do it again. And next time it has to be higher. But it was so awesome. And I was so scared. And I thought it was going to be so horrible, but it was so much fun. I always thought that when you bungee jumped, like it kind of got like whiplash or something, because you're like jumping and then it's like bouncing you. But it was really nothing, like at all. So that was really exciting. And then I was the first one to go, so I watched all my friends jump. And like when I jumped down to the bottom, there was a guy in like a little boat, and he like grabbed me, like pulled me in the boat, took off the little ankle straps. And it was weird, just like a little tiny strap around your ankle. It was pretty tight, but imagine just that little thing is supporting you. But it was really fun, and I would definitely do it again. And if you've never bungee jumped because you're afraid of heights, well, you should try it anyways, because it's really not that bad, and it was really fun. But after that, we went to this other part. We were like maybe 25, 30 minutes away from the DMZ. So we went to an ATV park, and we went ATV riding for like 40 minutes, and it was really fun. It was so cold though. I had gloves with me, and everyone that didn't, their hands were freezing, and my hands were freezing, and I was wearing gloves. But it was definitely super cold, but it was fun. We went on like little different routes and all that, but the guy kind of wouldn't let us go fast. And the way they let people go fast was like they let all the guys and one of my sorority sisters go fast. And I don't know if they even did, because we had to follow each other like one after another. But it was really fun. And bungee jumping was only, I think it was $35, and the ATV was $25. So it wasn't expensive. And the DMZ, we went after the ATVs. We headed over and we got to the second tunnel, and like I have a bunch of pictures on that and stuff, so I'll post that on my Facebook and maybe my blog. But it was really fun. The DMZ was really interesting. Like it's like in the movies, or it's like what you see on the internet. I mean, it's nothing. Like the area is a whole lot of nothing. But the area where we went, I guess they're known for their rice. They have lots of rice fields. So I guess it's like the rice place to go. And yeah, I mean, there was tons and tons of soldiers, and they actually had guns. And that's like the first time I've seen guns in Korea, because guns, no one has guns in Korea. They're illegal. So it's so different than back home, because people have guns and they're not supposed to, and police officers carry guns. Police officers don't even carry guns here. So I mean, no one has guns. I mean, you have to really be trained to use them. But the soldiers had guns, and me and my friends were like, oh, let's take pictures with the military guys. And so we did. But one of the, like, guys, I guess he's, like, the main head, he came, because they're not allowed to take pictures. And technically, we're not allowed to take pictures of anything that we did, but our tour guide was super cool, and he was like, yeah, it says you're not allowed to take pictures, but no flash, you'll be okay. So we were like taking pictures in the tunnel and taking pictures of all the things that we weren't supposed to be taking pictures of, but it was cool. It was a good experience. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to see. We went in a tunnel, the second tunnel that they ever discovered, that leads to North Korea, and we went really far down, and you could see like the holes in the wall, which were from dynamite that they used to like collapse the tunnel, because they didn't want to be like discovered. But yeah, so that's how the North Koreans were like sneaking in, or that was a way that they could sneak in, and they could sneak in thousands of people at once. And that tunnel is small. I mean, I'm short, and I still kind of had a duck sometimes. So imagine they have like thousands of people coming out of there at one time, and we were just like 12 people or 20 people, and it was like taking a while, but they're fast probably. But anyways, it was really fun. That was all Saturday, and then after that we got home to our little hostel. We had dinner, and my phone died, which I was really sad about. And after we had dinner, we went back, we showered, we got ready, and we went out. And oh my gosh, we went out like at 1:30 in the morning, because that's what you do in Korea. Just do whatever you want. So we went out at 1:30 in the morning, and we got to Hongdae, which is like a really good spot to go to. There's a lot of clubs and bars and restaurants, and you know, there's a lot of Koreans. Itaewon is more like the foreigner area. I mean, there's Koreans too, but it just seems like there's a lot more foreigners there. I mean, I've only gone like 3 times, but every time I've gone, it's always foreigners. Majority, and it's close to a base, so that's probably why too. But yeah, so we went to Hongdae, and we went to Club Naked, and it was super fun. It was like we were in the ATL, because it's like, that's like the feel of it. I don't know, the music was good. It was all English music, all American music, like hip hop and rap and like dance stuff. So it was cool. I had a really good time with my friends, and then after that, we kind of like walked around. We were really hungry, and we went and had Korean barbecue, and it was bomb. And then we came home at like 7:30 in the morning, and it was cool. So yeah, the subway closes at 12 a.m., so we couldn't obviously take the subway at night. We had to walk to Hongdae, which was really close. It's like a 15-minute walk. So the hostel we stayed at, it wasn't like the nicest hostel ever, but it was nice, and they were really friendly, and it was somewhere to sleep and shower, so it worked. But it was a really good time, and you know, we had to wait till the metro opened, and I met some lady at the restaurant that's from the Philippines, and she actually lives in Fontana, which is really close to where I'm from in Cali. And she was like, my daughter's going to come and visit me. She's 22. You should come meet her. And then if you go to the Philippines, she can go with you. And I have family in the Philippines, and I really want to go to the Philippines. And if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with, like, I don't know, Asian things, even though I know the Philippines isn't Asian, but my best friends in high school were Filipino. So they taught me all about the wonders of the Philippines, and I've always wanted to go. So I think this is going to be a really good time in my life. I'm thinking of maybe going in February. I have a week of vacation left, but I'm not sure. I don't want to go by myself. And Manila can be very dangerous. There's a lot of trafficking, and I don't want to get like kidnapped or like followed. And I'm obviously not Filipino, so I would stick out, and I don't want to be a target. So I have to see what I could do. Maybe I can find someone to go with, or a like group package or something. But maybe I don't know. I don't really know that lady at all, so I kind of don't really trust random people. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be dangerously adventurous. I don't know. But yeah, I had a really good weekend, and I'm wearing my beanie that I bought. It's super cute, and it's super warm, and my cool owl sweater that I bought last weekend. And I wore burgundy pants. This whole weekend was like a burgundy and gray bash, and it's my sorority colors, and it was awesome. I love my sorority sisters. It was a good time. I think we're gonna do a once a month trip every month, and we're gonna have one weekend, and it's just gonna be pure sisters, and it's gonna be pure awesomeness, because that's how we should do it in Korea. We're like the unofficial chapter of Korea. But one of my sorority sisters was visiting from Texas, so that's why our Saturday was like jam packed. Like we did as much as we could, and we wanted to go to the Lantern Festival, but we just kind of were tired after the DMZ because that tour started early. Like we had to be at the bus at 7 a.m. So we were up like 5:30, 5:45, and we were out by like 6:15. We made it there at 6:40 because the metro stop was right next to it. And we ran and got coffee, and they take forever with fast food here. I don't know why. They're not efficient in that. Like, they take a really long time. Like, they take their time to make you, like, a bagel or make you a coffee. Like, they will cut the bread really slow, and then they'll get one piece at a time, and they'll just pile it on. I don't know why, but they're really slow at doing those things. And then they always help everyone else before the foreigner. So, obviously, there's Koreans there. They're going to help them first, which is totally fine. I really don't care. But we're in a hurry, so we're like trying to get our food fast to go, but they're taking their time, and we had to kind of delay the bus because obviously we weren't ready to get on the bus yet, and we were always the last group on the bus. I don't know why. Even like after the ATVs, we went to have lunch, and he only gave us half an hour for lunch, and we hadn't eaten all day besides like our coffee. So we were starving, and we didn't want to eat like snacks, like chips. So we went to a restaurant, and we got like some kimchi soup. It was really bomb. And yeah, we were like 15 minutes late, 20 minutes late. And he was kind of like, oh, are you guys coming? Like, let's go. But we still made it back on time, and we got traffic. But other than that, we were always the last ones on the bus. But anyways, it was really fun. I had a really good weekend, and this video is really long, and I don't think it's going to upload all the way to Facebook, or to YouTube. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it was a good weekend. I'd give it a 10 out of, well, actually, I'd give it higher than a 10 if I had to rate it. But you can't really rate the good times that I have because I just have too many, and this was like definitely a really highlight of the month for me. But, yeah, I don't know. That's it. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.